San Diego Comic-Con and D23 came and went, and we got nothing on the future of the Eternals. We've heard multiple times that the project is somewhat in a state of limbo and probably cancelled. Well, nothing has come close to confirming its cancellation as what we're about to talk about today. As Dane Whitman himself, yes, Kit Harington, the actor who played Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, has confirmed that Marvel Studios has officially scrapped all development on Eternals 2. Man, the 4 Eternals fans who were still begging for a sequel are gonna be real disappointed with this one, eh? But look, let's be real. This film did not perform well, and I know people are always gonna compare it to Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and how both of them made a similar amount of money, and while yes, that's true, one film scored over a 90 on Rotten Tomatoes, and the other was the first ever Rotten Tomatoes Rotten score for Marvel Studios. And a lot of the feedback that people got from both of them was, well, we like this film more than the other, and we want to see more of this character as opposed to that one. Now, obviously, Marvel Studios at the time that the first film was coming out was working on a second film, and according to reports, a Black Knight spin-off series, which isn't moving forward, and we recently had Kit Harington say he's done with those types of roles. Well, recently the actor was talking about what's going on with his career, talking about the future of Game of Thrones, about his canceled TV series, and Variety asked him about other projects that he's been involved with that have been scrapped. He then talks about the Eternals, talking about how the sequel was scrapped by Marvel Studios. Now again, this is not surprising at all. I know that there's some people that absolutely love the Eternals film. I know people who have it in their top 5 or top 10. For me, definitely not that high. It's actually in my bottom 5. And I honestly never saw the need for a sequel because there was a lot that they failed to deliver on with this film for whatever reason, and it's certainly been discussed enough. And you got to understand from their perspective, this film lost audiences. The characters did not resonate with audiences. The critics were very critical of it. And this is the film after Avengers Endgame that started everybody questioning, can the MCU sustain itself? Now, I know some people are going to say, no, everything after Endgame. That's not true. People were still hyped for Spider-Man. There was hype for Black Widow. There was hype for Shang-Chi. There was even hype for this. But this one, when it came out as a rotten, that's when people started the whole, well, MCU's falling apart. There's a lot that this film did. It's the Incredible Hulk of Phase 4. It just is. It's the lowest performing film. It's the worst reviewed. People aren't really high on it. And it is what it is. You know, we could sit here for hours, discuss what went wrong with it. People have. We've discussed it on the podcast. But ultimately, Marvel Studios knows that there's no place for this because they need surefire hits. Eternals 2 is not going to be a hit, and they know it.